play. Now, play is the key to learning any skill. Having fun is essential. That's true for us, and it's true for children. You wouldn't play ball if you didn't enjoy it. You wouldn't be painting if you didn't enjoy it. You wouldn't take all that time you need to learn an instrument unless you enjoyed it. I found that it takes several weeks to find out if you really like an activity. The same is true for your child. Your child might take a set of classes and then they say, done. I've been there and done that, just like we say, and that's okay. At least they tried it. Finding their niche is their job, finding something they really like to do. For that, they need free time to explore at their own pace. A class is fine, but sometimes a class is too fast-paced or even too slow, depending on the child. Time alone with the activity lets your child absorb what they have learned and play around with what they have learned. Test out those skills. They just might need a little extra time to learn the skill, and then they're back in the game. Just like adults, they need to absorb this material. Play enhances social development, and that's one of the reasons play is important. Kids learn about themselves, they learn their limitations, they learn what they can do. They actually learn they can't do everything, and they actually learn they don't like everything. They learn how others have different perspectives when playing with others. Play helps express and cope with their feelings as well as relax. They can just be themselves without adults bossing them around. Play offers a chance for children to take charge of their environment. Their imaginations can exercise their powers of choice and decision-making as they play. Often, if you look at children, they're mirroring what they have learned that day. They redo what they see. That's important too. They learn to understand their environment. Play is also important because children have personal responses to their environment. So they take a painting class, for example. And then at home, they play around with what they've learned. They might decide to push it a little further even. Make sure your play is open-ended, free form, and children have the freedom to try things out. They want to try out new ideas, mix them with old ones, alter some of the ideas they already have. That's all part of creative play. Children who get playtime do better in both problem finding and problem solving. That's something I've learned at school through teaching. You need to give children time to develop their skills. And playing is a way to develop the skill. Those that are high in creative self-sufficiency have more confidence about their ability to succeed. That's just a way of saying they've tried things out before and they know they can do it, or they know they can't, or they know how to fix the problem. Because they've had that experience with playing with different things. They are good at coming up with alternatives that aid them no matter what problems arise. So play is good, but keep it simple. Easy is better. That's something to keep in mind. You don't need an elaborate play area. You don't need the latest and greatest toys. What you do need is free time, a few hours at home without activities that are scheduled, so that your child can putter around, play, turn those cartwheels, play around with that paint, blow in that instrument so they figure out how to use their lips to create a better sound. That's what they need. Now here's an important part for parents. Leave your child alone with the activity. Don't get involved unless they ask you to. You are the facilitator, not the teacher. Give them a place where they can make a mess, like a part of their room with plastic on the floor, or a playroom for dress up, or an attic for painting, or a corner in the living room just for Legos. Choose an area where they can be creative. Now here's your exercise. Pick something for them to try. Action is required now. Buy the materials you need for this activity, rent the instrument, do what is needed. Move that furniture around so they can turn those cartwheels. Leave the materials around for the children to play with and explore on their own. Start. Nothing's going to happen unless you give them that chance. So this is your exercise for now, and we'll see you in the next section.